Hello and welcome to Color Up. How would you like to withdraw money from the craps table like an ATM machine? Well, in today's video, I show you how. So today's video is part of our Dice Advice series, and this strategy was submitted by Codi Gumbs, and he likes to call this the Darkside ATM. So what this strategy is basically a dark side version of the Iron Cross. So what you're going to do is start on the don't pass. Now he recommends $200 to start. And if you ever happen to lose on the don't pass, whether the come out roll or you end up hitting a point, you chase it by 50%. So this 200, 50%, that would be 100. So your next bet after you lose this would jump up to 300. 50% of 300 is 150. So it would jump up to 450 and so on. So 200 to 300 to 450 and so on. And if and when you win, you back down. So if you're at the 450 mark, you'd back down to 300. If you win again, you go back down to the 200. So let's say we get past the come out roll and we land on, let's say, a point of 5. What you're going to do then is give the dealer and go 180 across. So you're going to cover all the numbers. And then a $20 field bet. So what you've got up here is $200. So if you do 7 out, you're going to lose all this here, but you're going to win your $200 back on the don't pass. The only problem here is if you do hit the 5, you'll recoup a little bit here, but you're going to be out the $200. And in that case, you're going to have to do the 50%, chasing your loss. Now, Codi, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to change this up just slightly, and I'm going to change this $20 field bet into a $25 field bet. That's just going to make things pay quicker and easier so I don't have to count out the chips. And then the other thing is the 4 and 10, he didn't really mention, but let's just assume that these are not place bets. They're going to be buy bets. And at my casino, we pay the VIG only after the win. So that's how the strategy works. Let's go ahead and see if we can make a withdrawal from this Darkside ATM. All right, Codi says to take $3,000 to a $10 table, and we're going to go ahead and put $200 on the don't pass. And we got a new shooter coming out. Let's see what happens here. And we got a 4. 4 is the point. It's a great point for us. Let's go ahead and drop the dealer another $200 and ask him to place 180 inside. And you're going to get $20 and change back to the player. And we're going to go ahead. And like I said, this is the variation that I'm doing from Codi's strategy. I'm making this $25 just for ease of payment instead of $20. So this is the situation. Any of the numbers hit, we're going to be collecting like an ATM. If the 7 hits, we lose all this up here, but we get paid on our don't. So we've really moved the risk of the 7, which is the most likely number to roll, down to the 4 in this case. There's 6 ways to roll a 7. There's only 3 ways to roll a 4 out of the 36 combinations. So hopefully, in theory, we've reduced our risk. Sure, we can hit the 4 and lose, but that's gambling. All right, let's see what happens here. And we've got a 6. So that's no field 6. So we lose here. This $30 is going to get paid $35. And we got to go back in the field. And dice off the table, no roll. And we've got a 5. Again, no field 5. So we're going to lose here. This $30 gets paid $42 though. So we'll go ahead and rack that up. We'll get back down in the field for 25 again. So we won a little bit on that. There's an 8 again. Ideally, you're not hitting the field strategy, or you're not hitting the 5, 6, and 8, I should say, and you're hitting the other numbers in the field. But we're still winning every time. 30 is going to win 35. Let's get back in the field for a quarter again. As long as we keep money or keep winning, as long as we keep pulling money out of the ATM, we're good to go. Okay, there's an 8, 8 hard. Again, loser in the field. 30 is going to win 35. Get back down in the field. And there is another 8. Wow, okay. So again, the field's going to lose. You're going to get paid 35. I'm going to reload the field. And the 4 and 10, I forgot, I'm going to mark them as buy bets. or make them buy bets. Some casinos will even automatically do that for you. Speaking of casinos, today's hat was given to me by Saratoga Casino in Black Hawk, Colorado. I appreciate that. We had a meetup this past week. It was great. There was over a dozen guys and gals, probably 15, 16 people showed up. We had a lot of fun. Well, at least I did. I think, everyone said most people told me they had a lot of fun. And yeah, it was great of Saratoga to host us. And I know I colored up. Hopefully everyone else did. But I had a good time. Really great people came out. It was really fun to meet everyone. Thank you for coming out. Some very cool people, very kind, very nice. And it was a lot of fun. So maybe you can make it out to the next one. All right, let's keep rolling here. We've got 11 yo. It's just a quick win in the field. Go ahead and rack that up. And 7 out. Again, no big deal for us. We lose all this. It's not ideal. We'd like to keep winning, but it's not the end of the world, because our $200 don't is going to win $200. So we'll go ahead and rack that up. Puck's going to come off. And we're going to go ahead and get down for $200 on the don't for our new shooter. And here we go, coming out. Yo 11. That's not great for us. So we're going to lose our don't, and we're going to chase that 50% up. So 50% of 200 is 100. So we're going to go ahead and bump this up to 300 and see what happens. All right, we got the same shooter coming out, looking for a new point. The new point is going to be 8. Go ahead and drop $200. Go 180 across. $20 and change to the player. We're going to have them drop us a nickel for 25 and go in the field. Go ahead and make these buy bets. Set up and ready to go. Here we go. And hit that 8 again, which is it's terrible for us. So we're going to lose our field. It's not in the field. And we lose our don't bet of $300. This 30 gets paid 35. Very small consolation. Puck's going to come off. It's the same shooter. And yeah, so 300 is 150. So we're going to have to bump our bet up to 450. So we'll see how that goes. It's a little hard to be chasing a don't pass whenever you got a shooter hitting his points. Okay, but it worked out great for us there. We got three craps. So we're going to win 450. We'll get our money back. We'll go ahead and rack that up, and we're going to drop back down to $300. Every time you win, you either stay at your base or you lower it. If you lose, you raise it by 50%. All right, same shooter, still coming out, looking for a point. And okay, we're going to go back and forth. 3 or 7. That's a loss of 300 for us. So again, we'll go up 50%. So we go up to 450. Same shooter, still looking for a point. And the point's going to be 10 hard. Go ahead and drop our field bet down. These are now working. We're ready to go. We just need to avoid that 10. And no, look at that, 10 hard. We hit our point, which means we lose our 450. We do win in the field. We do win our buy bet. $30 is going to pay 60. You just got to drop the dealer $1 for the vig. Puck's going to come off. We can rack up this little win, but we took a big hit there. And half of 450 is 225, so that would put us up to 575 is our new chase number. Let's see, 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 575. That's a pretty big stack to be betting on the don't for a shooter that's hitting his points, but that's how it works. Okay, two craps. Dills would break this down, but we already know 3, 4, 5, 75. So we can go ahead, put this back. This is our win, and we're going to go back down to what was it, 450, right? We'll just rack this up. I don't know. You can pull. I'm trying to keep it coming from, you know, our initial investment, but I think I'm already out of whack here. 2, 3, 450. A little bit smaller rack, not that much. All right, same shooter, looking for a point. Just going back and forth. There we go. 2 craps again. This is ridiculous. Let's go ahead and we're getting out of a jam though, out of a pickle though, 450. We can rack this up. And now we can drop it down to a $300 bet. See if we can do it again. Here we go. Tip them crap numbers again. There it is. Craps. 12. Perfect. Again, this 300 is going to win 300. Go ahead and rack that up. And now we can back it all the way back down to our starting amount of $200. So we really played our way out of a pickle there. And 5 is going to be the new point. Go ahead and get down in the field for 25. 2 craps. Now that we've got past the come out, that's fine with us. It just pays double in the field. Go ahead and rack that up. Boy, a lot of craps numbers. Okay. And unfortunately we hit our point though. There's no field in the 5. There's also, we hit our point, so we're going to lose our don't of $200. Our 5, our $30 bet. Need some more 5s over here. Our $30 bet is going to win 42. Buck's going to come off. And it's the same shooter, and we're going to chase that. $200 bet is going to now go up to $300. 50% increase. This is a heck of a roll. Too bad we're playing the don't, right? And 10. 10's going to be the point. Go ahead and get back down in the field. And here we go. 8. No field 8. So we're going to lose here. This 30 is going to win 35. Go ahead and reload the field. And we've got a 9. It's good for us. We win in the field, and this 30 is going to pay you 42. And we've got an 8. No field here. 30 is going to pay 35. Reload the field. And we've got a 6. Again, not in the field. That's okay. We're still winning a little bit. Winning $10 each shot. Running out of room here. Let me move this up here. We need to reload the field. And here we go. And 7. Even the 7 doesn't bother us. Gonna lose Yeah, we'll lose here. We'll lose all this up here. But again, what was that, 300? Yeah, that $300 is going to win $300. Go ahead and rack that up. Buck's coming off. Shooter finally ended his hand. And because we won at the 300 level, we back down to the $200 level. And this will probably be our last hand because we've basically run through our bankroll. All right, here we go. Coming out. And 6 is going to be the point. Mark the 6. We need another 200. We'll just pull it from here. We want to go 180 across. $20 is our change. We're going to give the player 25 and ask them to drop us a nickel. And we're going to use that to go in the field. All right, shooter, here we go. Anything but the 6. 9, we'll take it. Center field 9. Quick win here. This 30. It's paid 42. And here we go. Got a 2 craps. That's going to pay double in the field. And we've got a 12. The bank is out of green chips, so let's buy some from our player. Should never happen in real life, but you know, on my table, I don't have that many chips. So we're going to go ahead and buy some green from the player. We hit our 12, so we're going to get paid double there. You should be, if you're playing the field, you should be playing on a table that pays triple on the 12. It's pretty uncommon nowadays, but house edge drops in half, so really should be looking for triple or avoiding it. Okay, and we got a 10. It's good for us. We win in the field. These, they should be buy bets. And 30 is going to win 60. Just got to drop the dealer the VIG. Here we go. And 6, which is our point. It's not in the field, so we lose there. We lose our don't pass. Our 6 does pay 35. And we ran through our bankroll, so we're going to go ahead and stop there. You can see the totals down the side. Obviously, this is going to work if a shooter is going to take roll numbers and avoid hitting the point, or obviously come out 7s. Again, like any strategy, it's just going to depend on how the dice roll. So I like the idea of this, you know, collecting on every roll of the dice. But if you're hitting the points, it's tough to beat, especially martingaling. You don't pass when they're hitting the points. You can really rack up the losses. So I don't know, let me know down in the comments what you think. Again, Codi Gumbs, I really appreciate you submitting the strategy, the Darkside ATM. And until next time, good luck on coloring up.